1999, the country again returns to democratic governance. Former head of state, Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, is elected. He spends 8 years in office, and since then, Nigeria has continued with democratic governance, installing 3 presidents after Chief Obasanjo.
Information is that these things were not there.
Former President Goodluck Jonathan, in the heat of demands for June 12 to be recognized as Democracy Day, named the University of Lagos, UNILAG, Moshood Abiola University, MAU. This was widely resisted by students and a cross-section of Nigerians. The controversy leads to a retraction of decision.
The fundamental objectives and directive principles of state policy contained in the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and I will not allow my personal interest to influence my official conduct or my official decisions, that I will, to the best of my ability, preserve, protect, defend the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
President Muhammadu Buhari takes office in 2015, and as other presidents, he has been confronted by human rights activists' call for June 12 to be recognized as Democracy Day rather than May 29. He breaks the jinx after 3 years in office by announcing June 12 as the official Democracy Day in honor of the winner of the 1993 presidential election, MKO Abiola, who never tasted the seat of government. Late MKO Abiola is honored alongside foremost human rights lawyer Chief Gani Fawemi and Babagana Kingibe, a running mate of MKO Abiola, who is the only survivor among the 3. Many years of waiting for this day is over as the children of late MKO Abiola react.
It's already been 25 years of waiting and nothing was done. Very little was said. So I had pretty much given up hope. And so it was like a bolt out of nowhere yesterday around 7 p.m. when I got the news. So I feel like I'm in another world, that I've woken up in another country, in another land with new leaders. Because for a very long time we had people who were riding on the sacrifices of others and didn't think it noteworthy to commend, to recognize those people. And that's changed all of a sudden. Even if it were politicking, would it change the fact that MKO has been recognized? Will it in any way impact when we celebrate Democracy Day? Would it mean that after 2019 we will revert to May 29? Or is it that June 12 has come to stay? And if it's that June 12 has come to stay, then I don't mind what the motivations are. What I want, if it's the fact that President Muhammadu Buhari is doing something that he feels will make him popular among some of the electorate, then kudos to him for recognizing that what the people of Nigeria want. And shame on all those that came before that failed to do that. And even if the next steps are not even taken by this administration, democracy is a continuum, and we will have other administrations. But one thing that is good is that for now, after 25 years of pretty much silence, we now are having the acknowledgement of the roles that were played that gave us the democracy that we have. And so we can expect that more can still be done. It can perhaps be done by President Buhari, and if not by President Buhari, it will be done by some president someday.
Dr. Joe Odumaki is one of the leading activists who have stormed the streets year after year, calling for the recognition of June 12 as Democracy Day, a day internationally recognized as when Nigeria held the freest and fairest election.
Aftermath of the annulment, I never knew that Nigeria would survive it. We then started having build up to the declaration, because we insisted that if the election was not there now, Abiola would declare himself as the president. And that was what eventually happened on 23rd June at Ekpetedu, where Abiola, before his declaration, we had signal from the government of Ibrahim Babangida that anything, if anything of such happens, he will be in jail. Abiola first left the country, but when he returned, we went to see him. People were accusing him, why did he have to leave the country? He then said he had returned. He referred to himself as a corpse. He said a corpse cannot run away from the undertaker. He has come back to claim his mandate. And that mandate, he will hold on to till the last. And that he was ready to lay down his life. People thought that Abiola, all the riches and everything, will he be able to hold on to what he has said? So at last, he declared himself. He was in prison close to 4 years. Unfortunately, we lost the man and the mandate. For a very, very long time, we have clamored that June 12 should be Democracy Day. Waiting for 25 good years and having it. I think that it's a welcome development. It's belated, it's long overdue, but we appreciate the efforts of the government. What of those that ruled on the skull of Abiola that could not even mention his name, acknowledge the supreme price he paid? There's still window, there's still opening for the person that annulled that election, for the person that was there for years that never acknowledged Abiola. But I want to say that a step should be taken further. Abiola was given the posthumous recognition, the highest GCFR. It's only given to past presidents or heads of states. We want the government to go a bit further by recognizing Abiola as a past president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. If this is done, we are going to have Abiola's portraits everywhere. We have past heads of state and past presidents. Then we'll eventually say that justice has been done. We can right the wrong. Righting the wrong is doing the needful. And that is why I want to say that if we believe in justice, let it be wholesome.
I want the commission to recommend.
Twice, the family of Chief Gani Fawemi had turned down the national honor extended to the late human rights lawyer, citing issues of undemocratic practices in the country. They have with open arms received the second highest national honor, the Grand Commander of the Niger GCON, extended to them by President Muhammadu Buhari, stating that their acceptance is triggered by the recognition of June 12 after 25 years.